Good evening, everybody. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Out here at the back of the house. What's been happening today? Out here watching the river go by. It's drifting on by. Gentle, lazy river. So I come out here with a t-shirt on about 20 minutes ago, just like walking around looking and taking it easy, and it's that time of day. And next thing you know, my t-shirt's soaked and I'm hot. So I took it off, washed my face, and come back out for part two. Crazy. But it's cooling off now, the sun's going down. I wanted to show you what I've been doing today. So I added to these stones over here. I put that piece of wood there. And then I got to the bananas down. Finished getting these bananas down and cutting them all up today. And put the banana leaves and the stalk and the trunk and everything in that bucket that I made. There's a lot more bananas up here. One there, some over there. And when they all ripen, basically a banana tree produces one crop and then passes. But it usually has some offshoots and babies which will make new ones. Look at this. If you look in there, you'll see many different branches or trunks. So you plant one banana tree and you get a small forest of bananas. So each time one has a crop, the banana tree passes, but another one or two grow. So plenty of foliage. So I've also got all these flimflaw to trim back off the house. See how it's coming up to almost touching the house again? So I'm gonna have to buy myself some cheap welding gloves so that I don't get my arms tore up again, and cut all that right back. I don't water it anymore because some things don't need a lot of water, and if you water them, they'll grow crazy. Yes, they're beautiful, yeah, they're very, very pretty, but very hard to keep under control. But I put them there to create shade, to keep the sun off the house, because the house gets so hot, and then the AC has to try to cool it down. But it works, but it just means you have to trim it right back. So if I trim it back now, when rainy season comes, it'll be under control. So I got some really tiny little bananas there on a tiny little banana plant. Once this one passes, I'm going to trim this big old branch back. See if I can trim it back. It's getting a bit spooky. Actually, it's not hurting anything, and it keeps the early morning sun off the back here, so you can stay in the shade. But I'm very happy with this now. It's looking really nice. Build the bank back up. You remember the other day I told you I drove by where they loaded up the trucks with all the rice straw, and they left a lot behind when they finished. Yesterday I got 2. Well, today I just happened to be driving by and 2 more jumped in my truck. I didn't do it. I think I have plenty now. So break it up and put it around the plants to keep the roots cooler and keep the moisture in. There's a lot left down there, but I don't need it. I'm just wasting the time bringing it down here. Somebody else can use it, I guess. Over here there's a little bit of a low spot, but where the low spot is, it grows that green grass. I'll come over with some scissors in the afternoon and trim a good old handful of it, and the birds absolutely love it. And it's like a young shoot, and they keeps them healthy. So I don't want to ruin that. Just because what happens is when the sprinkler system comes on for all the ferns and the elephant ear, the grass grows. So the birds are very happy. Here's another pineapple coming on now. There's 5 altogether. This was the first one. Almost, I guess, for a small one, full size, but these are a bit bigger. Another one over here. And another 2 over there. So they're starting to come on nice now. They're not the fastest growing plant, but I tell you something, when they come on, really tasty. You know, pineapple has pepsin in it, which helps to digest protein, but and many other things it can do. But it's like a food, like a medicine almost. Very, very tasty, very, very nice. So I'm excited that when that's ready. This frangipani is looking nice and has a really nice fragrance. Just standing here, I can smell it. It's really, really nice. They go well at this time of year. They love the hot. Hotter the better. I wish you could smell this. It's really amazing smell. Beautiful, like a perfume. For the gardeners, you know, frangipanis are funny because you can literally snap a branch. Like take a knife or just snap it. Dig a hole, put some peat in the hole, squash it all around tight, and water it. Keep it watered for a couple of weeks, and it'll start to grow. It'll make its own root system. I mean, I'm talking about a branch the size of my thumb. You can just literally stick it in the ground. I tell you what I've done in the past. You've got like a metal broomstick, jammed it in the ground to make a hole, stuck the frangipani in it all the way to the bottom, and then stuck my heel around the outside, watered it for a couple of weeks, and it started producing leaves. So it's like grow a stick. Frangipanis can do that. And you got many different colors. The original one is white, of course, but then you got these nice little red one. This is coming on. You see this one here is a reddy color with a lot smaller leaves, but this is really looking nice now. I was worried about this last year, thinking it wasn't going to make it, but it's looking good now. So I put some straw around the bottom and it will be fine. Put some more cow poo and some straw and it will be fine. Big beautiful tree hopefully soon. This is a new banana tree I just started, but this one here is the normal sized bananas you see in the west. So I got this one and this one over here next to the pipe that brings the water up from the river. So maybe in another 6 months, maybe even next year, I don't know, we'll have some bananas, big bananas this time. I don't know yet, but it seems bananas are funny because there's some banana trees around the back of the house. They're absolutely ginormous, like really big for banana trees, and they produce this shorter banana, not the skinny little one, but the shorter one. I got the little tiny skinny bananas growing there, and that's a little tiny skinny plant. So I'm curious to see what this one does, how tall they get compared to the others. I'm told they're like smaller, so I would imagine so, because if it's too tall, when the full-size banana comes, it might pull it over and break it. But considering what's inside if you hit a banana tree hard enough with a sharp matchet, you can cut straight through a 6-inch banana tree in one swipe. But it's like rolls of cardboard that's wet. It's amazing what it looks like inside. But there's plenty of papaya and pineapple coming and bananas here. So lots of fruit this time of year. Love it, love it, love it. Okay guys, time to sign off. Hope you're all doing well. Look after yourself. Buckets of blessings. Rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. Have a great evening. All the best. Good night. See you in the morning.